From the East Tennessee Weather Center, here's your morning weather update with meteorologist Mike Witcher.
And good morning, everyone. Sure hope you're having a great day and a great week so far. The weather has been absolutely beautiful. We're going to talk much more about your local forecast. It's pretty boring and mundane, although we do have some changes to talk about as we get into next week. More on that coming up here in just a few minutes. But of course, we do want to talk about the hurricane as well, because we are just about 18 hours or less from it making landfall across the west coast of Florida. Yesterday was a beautiful day around town. We had temperatures in the low, mid, and even upper 70s. Category 5, Hurricane Milton. It has ramped back up, and these are some of the changes that we're going to be talking about. So here we go. There's the storm system moving its way towards Florida. Right there where the eye is, we're just about 18 hours from making landfall across the west coast. So already seeing showers and thunderstorms move their way through parts of Florida right now, but conditions will go downhill for Floridians here over the next 12 to 18 hours. And this storm system now is expected to make landfall as a strong Cat 3 or a Cat 4. It's only just barely over a Category 4, but still the possibility of a Category 4. Notice that maybe it's a little bit further south of Tampa. Again, you can't concentrate on this line specifically. That's what we have the error right there with a cone of uncertainty anyways, because it still could wobble north or south. But if it is south of Tampa, this is great news for Tampa because they're not going to get as much of a storm surge, but they're still going to get the impacts of the incredible winds. And I wanted to show you the spaghetti plots issued because this is a bunch of different models, but the point of the story is most of them take it south of Tampa, Florida, south of St. Petersburg, which would be great news. Again, still going to be dealing with some extremely strong wind, but maybe not the exact eye of the hurricane and maybe not the storm surge that we've been talking about as well. Here's the latest futurecast. We pick up our timeline. It's going to start to work its way towards Florida, of course, throughout the day today. There it is, the eye of the hurricane right there, continuing to work its way through the state and then back out into the Atlantic Ocean. As we get into, say, Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, the storm system would be all gone. So it's going to last for about 24 hours. And extremely powerful winds associated with this storm, obviously. As a Category 3 or Category 4, we're talking winds greater than 100, 120, 130 miles per hour possible. So that could happen right around the Brendan area, Tampa, Orlando, before it starts to work its way on out. But notice by Thursday evening, still some very strong winds, some breezy winds on the backside of that as the winds begin to shift out of the northeast versus the south and west. All right, here locally, another beautiful day ahead of us, even cooler than what we saw yesterday. This pattern holds strong all the way through the upcoming weekend. But then Sunday into Monday, another cold front's going to bring us even cooler air. I've got more details on that here in just a moment. We start the morning off nice, crisp, and cool in the 40s and 50s. We'll climb into the mid-60s, mid to upper 60s anyways as we get into the lunch hour. Look at these lunchtime temperatures. You want to grab a patio if you typically eat out for lunch. It's going to be a great lunch hour to enjoy. Maybe take a nice little walk around the office building. Temperatures this afternoon will be in the low, mid, and again, upper 70s. So again, similar to what we had yesterday, maybe a couple of degrees cooler, and that's going to make for a nice, comfortable evening to sit on the back patio, maybe have dinner outside if you have a good patio. And this weather, as I mentioned, is going to hold strong as this ridge of high pressure continues to hold strong, giving us low dew points and that cooler air mass. And that's what's responsible for also keeping Milton further to our south. So when you look at our dew points, they're going to stay comfortable, gradually climbing a little bit on into our Sunday thanks to our next cold front that pumps in a little bit more low-level moisture. But then the air really dries out, even drier air expected as we get into Monday, Tuesday, and that's associated with a trough to our north. So there's your Sunday forecast. Here we go, get into Monday and Tuesday as well as Wednesday, and this trough swings its way on into the area, and that's what's going to drop our dew points and drop our temperatures as well. Low temperatures are going to be in the 40s and 50s and then drop down into the 30s and 40s as we get into next Tuesday and Wednesday. Maybe some frost. We'll see how it all plays out. Again, low temperatures are going to be on the chillier side for sure. High temperatures will stay fairly average, a little bit above average ahead of the cold front, and then tanking down into the 60s and 70s as we get into Monday and Tuesday. So big cool down is on the way. And this is what the Climate Prediction Center is predicting. Below average temperatures that may actually linger through the latter part of the month. So it doesn't look like we're necessarily going to get a warming trend. We're going to be cooling. And no rainfall, unfortunately, because just don't have any moisture associated with this cold front. Maybe a 10% chance for a stray shower on Monday. That should be about the extent of it. But it does look like this dry weather pattern is going to stick with us through the latter part of the month as well. All right, here's your 7-day forecast. We're going to see those temperatures nice and comfortable for the next 7 days. Crossville, you may dip down to 58 degrees next Tuesday. Same with you folks in Tri-Cities. Other than that, Knoxville and Chattanooga and surrounding areas will be in the mid-60s. Don't forget to download the East Tennessee Weather app. It's your one-stop shop for weather right here in East Tennessee. It's everything you need to know for weather. It's simple, it's clean, it's efficient. The interactive radar is amazing. You can track the hurricane with the interactive radar. Gives you all the latest data from the National Hurricane Center as we track it into Florida. Plus, it gives you current, past, and future radar of 2 hours. Got your day parts, your daily forecasts, all forecasted by yours truly. East Tennessee Weather app. Just go to the App Store and search East TN Weather, all one word. Have a great day.